Hey, everybody!
What's going on? You're listening to the Moron Bro Show here at
Cow,
RealPunkRadio.com.
cow, cow, cow.
My name is Keegan,
I'm CJ.
and we are the Moron Bros. Each week, we're coming to you live to bring you some of the best, greatest, and worst music from across the internet and more. It's been 2 weeks, CJ. It's been 2 weeks, CJ.
Well, it
How you
is the
doing?
second week, so yeah, I guess it's been 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah, it's been.
just working, trying to pay off debts that don't seem to be dwindling in any way.
Yeah, that's how it works. I've been looking at my credit card bill the same way where I'm like, how does it just go up? Like,
That's
I
my
don't use
issue.
it.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like looking at it. I'm like, I don't fucking
I'm
use it.
like, all
How
these
does it
cards are
just,
canceled. What is happening? I'm giving
well,
you money, and all the cards are canceled. How is it not going down?
see, for me, I gave myself just a little bit of space at the top. Like I didn't top it all the way off.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's still connected to like one or
See, I
two of
did
my
the opposite. I
accounts.
worked the system and got like an extra $600.
You're like, look, either you give me the extra 600 or I'm just not paying. Like,
Yeah.
it's just how it works. And they're like, all right, fuck it, I guess.
I'm just like, I'm still not paying. I own
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
What are you going to do to me?
Come and take my kidneys,
Yeah, I have
you
a
sons of
deficiency.
bitches.
I mean, hey, if you guys if you guys know somebody that's willing to buy one of my kidneys, hit me up.
Dude, 35 grand.
Hit me up.
35 grand for a kidney
Hit me
on the
up.
on the black market.
Hit me up.
Ask me how I know
You
that.
need some working testicles? Hit me up. I'll sell you my kidney right now for
Dude,
25K. That's a discount. And to be honest, it's not just me being generous. It's me knowing the damage I've done to my kidneys.
no lie, actually, I've been thinking about a vasectomy.
Oh, I'm 100%. Dude, we
Pretty
should turn
pretty
into content.
seriously. Well, I mean that okay, here's my thing, right? Is like what if we just flip it on the head of like all these anti-abortion people where we're like, all right, fuck it. We don't want women to have abortions. Let's just start encouraging men to get
Have I
vasectomies.
not been
Like
saying vasectomies at birth instead of circumcisions?
okay,
Like, not
but
only
like
am I on the not circumcised side, for my tuggers out there,
right.
uh,
Yeah, don't circumcise your kids.
don't
Get them
do
a
it.
vasectomy.
Get them a
If the
vasectomy.
doctors are gonna snip something, they might as well be snipping
The
the
vast
vast deferens.
difference.
I like how our heads just
Yeah,
like we just fucking melded on that one. We knew.
that's just years of listening to NoFX, I think.
Yeah.
uh, that's
I listened to
dude. I mean, I've been high. I don't have one yet. Uh, but I'm saying you need to get a vasectomy before you get vaccinated. 110%.
there's like a clinic in Valpo
Yeah,
that's like
no,
it's like an in and out
it's an
thing.
in and out procedure. I've done all the research already. It's very affordable,
I mean,
and
like
they do take most insurances.
I definitely
Dude,
my insurance will cover it for
Rhett and
sure.
Link, the most wholesome YouTube channel on YouTube, that is like
Yeah.
YouTube's fucking poster child,
Yeah.
turned their co-opted vasectomies
There you go.
into content for their show.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why we don't do it. That'd be awesome.
So
A
we
weird
need to
time
get
recorded is having babies. We're never having
yeah.
babies. Like just again to illustrate the difference in our two shows.
And then somehow both of those guys are better off financially.
Again, illustrating the difference between our two shows.
Makes no sense.
But yeah, man, it's been a really cool couple of weeks. Like we had technical difficulties. We couldn't do a show last
Actually,
week.
my last week was pretty. It was pretty hectic and awful.
Yeah, we record these the night before they air. And so when our shit just dies on a Monday, there's just never going to be a show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
We
We
took
got
that
back
South
up
Park documentary to heart.
Yeah. we got our equipment Tuesday though, and we went live, and I think that is influencing your weekly song, CJ.
No, not us going live.
What we saw on the show, right? Or no, that's me.
That's you. That's
No, and mine is
yours
from
is going
the
live this weekend.
over the weekend.
Yeah, mine is from an actual show I seen. But maybe you're getting
Oh yeah.
confused because I went to go see the Eradicator and Still Alive opened up,
Right.
and my pick for this week is gonna be, man,
Well, we'll get to the
so
weekly
good,
picks. I was just kind of setting it up.
so good. Those guys, I I used to go to so many shows and like play with a lot of bands, and now I'm like excited to see them, on a bill, and I'm actually
Hmm.
going to shows. I forget that it's been like 6 years since I've seen these bands, so it's just like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
they've warped into these like this tight, well-oiled machines.
Well, because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since like we've seen these bands and stuff even before COVID, and then COVID
Yeah,
hit, and like we ran into a 2 year time warp,
yeah,
right, where we just shot forward. So it was like, oh man, haven't seen those guys in like 2 years. Now it's 4 years. Like
yeah.
now it's almost half a decade that you haven't seen those fucking dudes, and it's like they've completely done their thing.
Uh,
So yeah, so how was Still Alive? How was the whole show?
they were amazing. The Eradicator, I think, yeah, I did some. If you go to our Instagram, you could
Yeah,
see some of that show. It was a kind of a weak turnout, but it was also the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving.
that'll happen.
Uh, which I mean, I personally find that enjoyable. I got to stand right up front, and
Get whacked with a tennis racket,
we
or
didn't, dude. He did not whack us.
he didn't whack
He
anybody. Well,
didn't whack us.
it's because you're not just a
You know what though?
nondescript face in a crowd. You were actual people
Yeah,
that night, and he's
I
like, I can't just be whacking people
I
with it.
seen him out of his mask. Not what I was expecting.
No,
No, lot
interesting.
lot more Eastern European than I would have guessed.
You know what though? He's gangly.
Yeah, he's gangly as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's them gangly gentlemen.
Uh-huh.
The Eastern European folks are gangly folk
Uh,
when they're big, when they're
and
tall. He seems like a
Eradicator fucking rips. Oh, he's huge, dude. He's a gigantic man.
yeah, and he's really tall. If
He's
they're
a
really tall, they're
gigantic
real
man.
gangly.
Yeah. He does a whole bit at the end of his set where he's like, "Don't follow me. I have a cab waiting outside." And he's like, he's got the microphone to the end of its cord, standing as close as he can to the back door. "You heard me. You better not follow me, you motherfuckers." Then he
That's
threw the
awesome.
mic at somebody and hit him in the head and just took off.
That's awesome.
And then, like, within 10 minutes, he was working the merch table out of character.
Of course. That's so
And
great.
I wouldn't have known if somebody hadn't told me that it was him. And then I realized how sweaty he was and his stature. And I was like, oh, fuck.
No shit. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I always thought about how cool it would be to like be a performer who wears a mask so that like I don't just have to go off my own image.
Oh, no, that'd be like the other guitar player in Green Day, like that guy.
Well, like the entire band Masked Intruder or
Yeah.
Slipknot or
These
like
days, Slipknot is revealed.
right. Well, yeah, once you've taken the mask off. But you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like any of those bands where it's like you like they can just do and say whatever because it's like ultimately a character, right? So like
Do you
even if you
think?
do
Okay,
something crazy,
I just had a
what?
thought.
Hmm.
You know how Kiss put out it was all controversial. They put out their album where they were unmasked.
Yeah.
You know? Do you
Yeah,
think?
I have to tell you something when we're off
Okay.
air about Kiss.
Okay.
I just remembered it, and it's
Are you
making
sure
me
it's
hurt.
off-air material?
Oh, for sure, off air material. It involves words. Go. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
so do you think that they did that because like Gene Simmons couldn't get laid outside of the face paint because he's just such like an ugly piece of shit, and he was just like tired of it. He's like, I'm
I mean,
tired
I
of
think
fucking in my face paint, you know?
what I think it is that no, he had gotten enough money where he knew that no
He
matter
could be
how
as
ugly
ugly as
he
he wanted. He was
was,
gonna
he could get
fucked.
laid, and he was
Okay.
like, you know what? Let's just take the makeup off.
We'll
Let's
do it,
just
and
do
then they'll
this.
make even more money because we're doing this.
it live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, and two, also at that point, women knew that his tongue was 8.5 inches long, and they're like, "Well, I don't really give a two fucks what he looks like in his face,
Yeah, you can clean a rectum out. That's for sure.
dude. For real, for real. He's cleaning. He's cleaning at least two. What are those shoots of your colon? You know,
I don't know.
what are they called?
Intestine?
Well, no, because it's like
The poop shoot?
so your colon is like it's it's like these chambers, but it's like, and they all are just made up of muscles that kind of
Sphincters.
work your poop down. Well, your sphincter is the hole.
Well, you have many
Where
sphincters.
right. That's what I'm talking about. Is
I
it's like
believe your
these.
anus has 2 layer of sphincter if you get deep enough.
There's multiple, but regardless, it's not what I was. We've over-explained the joke now, CJ, and here we are. The
Talking
first thing
about
we do.
anuses yet again.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of talking about, like, when I was like, no, the sphincter is the hole. As soon as I said that, I was like, oh man, we're just on brand today. So anyway, the first thing we do every single week here at the Moron Bros Show is we play our weeks in review through song. These are songs that basically make up our week, or they are songs that we've been jamming to all week. CJ already told you his. He's gonna go with "Still Alive." What song are you going with?
Justice.
Justice. And I am going with "This Is the Night" by the Slackers. I did a stream over the weekend where we watched UFC fights, and a good friend of ours, guy that hung out with me all 6.5 hours of the stream, Scallon. He's a nice gentleman from the West Coast. Told me he's a really big Slackers fan. I'm a really big Slackers fan, so I was like, you know what? This week on the show, I'm gonna play some Slackers. So I'm playing my favorite Slackers song. "This Is the Night."
Okay. All right. We got the Slackers coming up next with So This Is the Night. Still Alive after that with Justice. You're listening to the Moron Bros Show here at RealPunkRadio.com.
Let's check it out.